Jonathan Kusel, and I direct the Sierra Institute for Community and Environment. We are in Taylorsville. We've been working on a variety of projects. You've heard about Roundhouse, and I'm sure you've heard about the 1-bedroom, 2-bedroom, 3-bedroom houses that we have built here with a whole lot of partners involved in making it happen. And the nice thing about talking with you all is that you do know a lot of the work that's needed to make these things happen. We will have a few speeches here, and we then will all go over, and then we will cut a ribbon to the 2 houses, our 2-bedroom and 3-bedroom houses that have been designed with the intention that if we're going to rebuild, we need to rebuild in a way that is fire safe. So I'm super proud to have the folks here to speak.
Thanks, Jonathan, and thank you to the Sierra Institute for all of the amazing innovation happening here today. And just really honored and grateful to be here with the community of Greenville to be able to celebrate the recovery and the strength and the courage that it takes to be able to recover from a fire like this. You lost the heart of your community, but you did not lose the soul. All of you stayed and chose to stay and recover, which in the face of the scale of trauma is a huge emotional task. And so I am just very deeply inspired and want to applaud the courage it is taking. And I know that the innovation and the wisdom that Greenville is applying to recovery silences some of the skepticism that comes after a total loss like this.
With the changes of our environment and our fires, we have had to adapt and make some changes to protect ourselves. I'm only going to bring 2 up today, and I know I'm beating them against the wall, but it's fuels reduction and home hardening. The ideas of fuel reduction is defensible space. You would limit the fire, slow it, or possibly even stop it, enough time to have a resource come in, mitigate the threat, and then move on to the next structure. The other half of that is home hardening. It's sealing a home. It's getting all the little cracks and voids that can hold embers. So it's direct flame, radiant heat, and flying embers. Mass timber is one of those building materials. Mass timber is a sustainable building material with an incredible strength to weight ratio and far superior to fire damage compared to traditional 2x4. In many forests, there's little to no value for the small trees, and I'm sure all of you are outdoor folks and have seen our forests, and some places you can barely walk through them, correct? So the idea is if we can do something with the trees and make them valuable, it's a no-brainer. So these trees can be utilized to make mass timber while thinning our forest, creating more space for big timber and a much more fire-resistant forest, which we would all appreciate. So
it's not about the quantities in life, it's about the qualities. And that's what I really feel about my new homes. They're in one sense, they're very simple, they're very humble, I think, but they are amazingly resilient. They are powerfully strong and totally energy efficient, and I am going to be so happy there. The opportunity before us is just amazing. We have the opportunity to create something amazing here. It's what we have left. And I know that together we're going to do this.
We're taking an approach that isn't conventional, but I think that's really how we start to develop change. And so getting to introduce a product like mass timber into this community is one step forward to continuing the development of fire hardening. And what better way than to use a product that we live in, where we live in forests, and now we get to use that product towards something that is going to help our community even more.
We really wanted to take the properties of mass timber that have all of these great features, that it's very fire resistant, but it's also a product that can come from the forest around you, that it's in and of this place. And that how well mass timber works with these fire resistant strategies, with this home hardening, the ideas of sealing up a house really well, also fits with the ideas of passive house, which is creating homes that are incredibly airtight and well insulated and well placed on a site so that your reliance on mechanical systems for electricity, for your heating and your cooling and your comfort is much reduced. They're good for the fire resilience, but they're also just good for our long-term impact on our environments and how we live within our environments.
Let's cut the ribbon and let's take a look at these houses. Thank you all for being a part of this.